were just sitting there, like sitting in the seats, and Freddie was talking to us. It was 10:30ish at night. It was really late.
While Miss Manfredi was giving us notes, our assistant director, Bob Bruni, and our theater manager, Gino, they were going around, locking all the doors, shutting off all the lights, unplugging all the radios, and turning off the soundboard and all that stuff.
And you heard like this weird, like it was really faint, but it was like opera singing.
And we were just kind of like sitting there like, what's going on? We couldn't really understand what was going on or who was singing it. And so Mr. Bruni and Gino started going around looking, double checking all the doors, seeing if there was people in there, checking the radios, the soundboard, and there was nothing. There was no one there. Everything was unplugged. It was like everything was locked, unplugged, no sound, nothing. No one there.
I mean, Freddie was like, oh yeah, it's probably the ghost.
And then we finished up our notes and we never heard this lady sing ever again. It was quite creepy.
Well, we went up to the projection room to go get a shelf that Miss Manfredi wanted. And we went up there and it was really scary. It was all dark and there were no lights and it was dusty and creepy and there was this TV flickering and like no one's been up there for who knows how long. And it was just noises, mysterious looking things.
We do have a ghost in the auditorium, and we believe his name is Dave. And if you check in the hallway upstairs by social studies, it's Fillmore Hallway, and that's Dave Fillmore, who was an awesome teacher. He taught social studies here. He used to grade papers in the auditorium. He'd come in and watch rehearsal when we were rehearsing. He was only gone a year when he retired, and then he got sick and he died within a year of his retirement. So I think that it happened so quickly that Dave likes to come back and visit Athens on occasion. He's not always here, so I'm not sure where he goes when he's not in the theater, but he was an awesome teacher and a good friend, and I think he was a big supporter of the theater program, so I think he likes to just come by and see what's going on.
When I was 13, I went up to the costume room with my mom to pull out costumes. And so I was walking up the stairs, and I wasn't really expecting anything because it was my first time. But all of a sudden, as I'm walking up the stairs, one of the doors opens. Nobody's up there but me. So I scream and run downstairs because I got really creeped out.
It was after one of the shows, and we went upstairs. We were like putting costumes away, and there's a way to get on the roof from there. And so we were like, oh, well, let's try and go get on the roof. So we're like walking through all the, like, you go like deeper and deeper into the third.
And it gets older and older as you go back, and so there's all this stuff from like the 60s and 70s, and it's just kind of eerie because it hasn't been touched for years. And so we're going back there, and we were with a semi-large group of people, and some of the people got too scared, and so they left and they just went back downstairs. But Katie and I were some of the few who kept going, and so we are going and we get all the way to the boiler door, because the boiler room is the last room you have to go through to get up to the roof. And so we got to the door, and we go and we want to turn the lights because it's this huge room and it's really, really loud.
It's pitch black.
You can't see a thing. And so Katie's like, okay, I'll turn the light on. And then she was too scared, and I was like, okay, I'll do it. And we're all like shaking and holding hands. And so as soon as I reach my hand through the threshold, we hear, and everything shuts down, and it just goes. The room we were in went pitch black, and so we're all freaking out. We burst it out of there.
Downstairs.
Yeah, everyone downstairs is screaming. We're like, "What's going on?"
I've never run so fast in my entire life. And it turns out that the power went out at the exact moment we went to like flip the lights on, which that was a coincidence, maybe some supernatural happenings. But it's definitely very eerie up there.
Dave comes to visit us on occasion, and lights will go on or off when they're not supposed to. Strange things kind of happen. We've taken pictures and we see a white form that forms in the picture that shouldn't be there. Usually I have to talk to Dave if he gets a little out of hand and say, Dave, I need you to behave. I don't want you to mess up this performance.
We were in the dressing rooms, and we were just, I don't know if we were getting ready for rehearsals or if it was at the end of a show. Yeah. And so we were cleaning, and all like the lights just start like flickering. Like, what's going on? And we like turned on. There's 2 sets of lights downstairs. There's the makeup lights and there's overhead lights, and those lights were like flickering. So we tried the other lights, and those were still flickering, and it was just really creepy. We were the only ones down there, so we just kind of left and came upstairs, and no one knew what we were talking about. So that was just kind of weird.
Amy Tucker, who passed away at 23 and who was a member of the Athens Theater Company, also has been by to visit, but Amy just comes by to visit. She doesn't ever do anything mischievous.